Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first in person. I guess we're in person between Dan Norman and myself. My name is Jeff Hotman. I'm the PA announcer for the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. We're getting really close to the season starting here. We're quite excited. Dan, are you excited?
Yes, very much so. In a few more weeks, it's going to be happening.
Yeah, I know. We're going to be getting ready. So Dom actually asked me he gave me a list of questions to ask you. Are you ready to go through those?
Yeah, whatever you have, I think
All right.
I can
Now,
have it. If not, my wife would do it.
Now, these interview questions that Dom gave me to ask you, would you like me to do them with a French accent?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
No, I'm just kidding.
If it's in English, I think I can get it.
No, I'm not doing the accent. That was a joke. All right. So, Dan, can you tell us where you live and what you're up to these days?
Right now, I'm residing in Glendale, Arizona.
Okay.
It's a,
Coyotes.
pardon? Yes, it's a suburb place of Phoenix, Arizona. So it's right next to Phoenix. So that's where I've been for the last 5 years.
Nice. And what do you do? Are you working or are you working baseball or do you have a regular job or?
I got a little part-time job here with a place called Hobby Lobby.
Oh yeah, we know Hobby Lobby. I love it
Oh,
there.
you
Well,
do?
my wife loves it there more than I do. She likes all the
Yes,
signs, all the decorative signs. Yeah, we've got
yes,
a lot of that stuff at our house.
yes.
Nice. So, can you tell our fans, there's going to be a lot of people watching this, about your playing and your coaching career? Why don't you tell us a little bit about your playing career first?
Playing career, it started professionally in 74 when I signed with the Cincinnati Reds. So, and I think it went from like some 74 to like 13 or 14 years later that I retired. But then I played with quite a few organizations in minor leagues, but in the majors was the Mets and the Montreal Expos. So
Nice.
before I was in AAA with the Reds when I got traded to the Mets
Can you
at
tell us?
77.
Can you tell us some players that our fans would probably recognize? Some names that you played with?
With the Reds, Mike Lacoste, he played a long time, a pitcher with the Steve Henderson. Uh, with the Mets, he and I were really close because we came over in the trade. But like a couple of people with the Expos, Joe Youngblood and the um, Joe Youngblood and Doug Flynn. We
Nice.
all were with the Reds, and then we ended up with the Mets, and then we also ended up with the Expos.
Right.
And what's the guy named John Milner?
Okay.
I met him my first time with the Mets, and then I got traded to the Expos. Got traded to the Expos. So some of those guys we intertwined through the Mets and the Expos.
Yeah. Before I move on, I'm going to ask you, can you tilt your camera because you're getting cut
Yeah,
off right here.
right there.
Yeah, that's
All
much
right.
better. Much better. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your coaching career at any level? Oh, I can't hear you anymore. Left or
There
should
we
you?
go.
There we go. Okay, so we we got sound now. We got video. You're perfectly in the shop. Beautiful. Tell us about your coaching career, any level, little league
Okay. Yeah,
to
I
professional.
coached at for quite a few times. I coached in the minor leagues for about 12 years. I also coached at a college, junior college in California.
What
You
level
know,
of minor leagues are we talking? Like single,
minor
double?
league from rookie ball to double A.
Okay.
And they also had me in triple A for part of a season, but I was mainly in double A. I just went up to help out for a little bit.
What was the double A team you were coaching?
Uh the Milwaukee Brewers in Huntsville, Alabama at the time. I don't know where they're located now, but they
Okay.
were in Huntsville. We won a championship that year.
Oh, beautiful. Now, were you a
Yeah,
bench coach? Were you a hitting coach, pitching coach?
yeah.
What?
I was the hitting guy, outfield and base running.
Nice.
And
Nice.
we also won. I coached with the Braves. We won a championship in A ball at Myrtle Beach, and I was in the same capacity. Yeah, and
That's
managed some rookie ball teams. So I did it for like probably about 10 years in the minor leagues.
Now, what's your relationship with Dom? How did you get hooked up with Dom Donnell?
Oh, they had years before they had a Canadian league that they started up there. I don't know if you remember that.
I'm very new to Canadian minor baseball, to be honest with
Okay, yeah, they had 4 teams in the West, so 5 in the West and 5 in the East, and our team was located in Trois-Rivières.
you. Okay.
And so I had tried to hire this one guy as a coach, and the guy said he was going to come, then he turned me down. Well, our season was getting ready to start, and so I had a few notes on my desk there in Trois-Rivières about guys calling about coaching jobs, but I needed a coach really right then.
Yeah.
There was a few uh, guys wanted to get on the professional level, like from Notre Dame and different colleges. And so when I was looking through those notes, Dominique knocked on the door and came in.
Oh yeah.
And he said he was looking to do some coaching. And we talked a little bit. I said, okay, you're hired. So he started with me that same day.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you have a relationship with Harry Muir too? Did you know him from?
No, no,
No,
I
not
just
Harry.
met him through talking like this with, he's a GM, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, with Dominique.
You're right.
We did Zoom talk.
Okay. Great. So have you watched any IBL baseball yet? Have you checked it
Uh,
out?
very, yeah, very little I watched on Zoom because when you click on the league, they show some highlights,
Yeah.
and so I watched a few of those highlights. Different games on there. Yeah,
Yeah. So all the teams, and I think it's a league requirement, every team has to broadcast their games on YouTube. So they're all archived there. So if you type in like London Majors or Welland Jackfish, you can watch full games right there. And that's not just for you, that's for anybody that wants to check out what this league's all about. I was really impressed at the level of talent in the IBL, and I think you're going to be too.
yeah. I saw that they have a few ex minor leaguers and stuff in there, so that brings up the level right then and there. You
Absolutely.
know, and
Absolutely.
so I think it'd be very competitive. I know we as a team, me as a manager, I'm very competitive, you
Yeah.
know,
Well, you
and
need that.
everybody likes a winner. I know we won't be able to win every game, but we're gonna hope to be in every game.
That's right. Good. So have you got a chance to look at the stats or any of the players that we've signed so far, Spencer Marcus, or are you familiar with those guys at all?
No, not at all. All I did is read the bio that they had on them, and so they look pretty good. And a matter of fact, as he's signing them, I was thinking of a batting order right now with the guys that he had signed.
Yeah.
But I would like to see him hit and see who can do what.
Yeah. Well, that's what well, I call it spring training, but I think in the league they call it something else, but that's where you'll get the idea for that. Uh,
Yeah,
there should be some good talent. I went to those tryouts. I saw some of those guys. They were impressive. It was a level of ball that, I mean, I've been to a major league game, but these guys were performing really, really well, better than anything I've ever seen played locally before. So you could expect some good talent on the team for sure.
yeah.
So
We still
here's
got a long ways to go in signing players. I think was it
yeah.
3 or 4? We still need
Yeah,
22
we gotta
or
fill out that
23.
roster. I agree
Yeah,
with you. I know they're trickling in so slowly. I'm like, come on, we got to put a team together. I trust Dom. I trust Harry. You just got to trust the process here.
yeah.
So
And
what would you say? What would you say would be your first goal with the Barnstormers? What's your first goal?
first goal is the bum said. My first goal is to get the coaching staff, players all on one page. You know, and get the players to understand they got to respect the coaching staff. Same that we respect the players, they have to respect the coaching staff, the equipment manager, the clubhouse guy. So that's what I want to get on first. And so the way you treat people is the way you're going to be treated. But I don't like guys, and I've seen it many times, disrespecting equipment managers and clubhouse guy.
Yeah.
When they do a lot of hard work.
Absolutely. And at this league, at this level, a lot of these people are volunteers. They're not getting paid to be out there. Right.
Yeah.
So you got to respect their time and yeah, respect them. That's nice to hear.
Yes.
So ownership wants a full spring training. Okay. A spring training camp before the season begins. What are you going to be asking of your players during that period of time for the inaugural season? What are your expectations of the players at that time?
Well, during that time, you gotta uh, be pay attention to detail. Because once you get started, when spring training started here in the minor leagues, you get like a week of practice. So before the spring training games start.
Yeah. Not a
So
lot of time.
not a lot of time.
No.
And so you have to understand all the bunt plays, cutoff and relays, your signs, your catcher signs from the pickoff signs, all that stuff combined, you know, thrown in there real quick.
Yeah.
So if we go over the bunt plays on Monday, you can't be forgetting the bunt plays on Tuesday or
No,
Wednesday,
you're right.
because we got to keep backing up to get that. Or the
Yeah.
signs, you're going through signs from the coach, at third base. You got to remember that. You got to really pick it up like that. And you got to be attentive to all those things,
Yeah, Dan,
where to
it
be
sounds
on cutoffs and relays and all that.
it sounds like 1 week is almost impossible the expectation is almost unreasonable to get everything down. So, we understand every team is new, every team has new rosters and players. Everybody's going to be going through some growing pains at the very beginning there for sure.
Yes.
But the good news is the Barnstormers' first game is on the road, so we can get all those nerves and jitters out of the way. And then by the time we come home, maybe we'll have everything in order.
Yeah, I got to stress to the players and the coaching staff, if we play 500 on the road and 700 at home, we'll be in the playoffs.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Now, do you think the playoffs are a possibility? I guess you don't
Oh
really know.
yeah,
So, yeah,
oh
you do.
yeah, yeah, I really do. Providing guys, pick up quick. The quicker they pick up things and be attentive, on the field, pay attention to detail. Yeah, I think we can. And I always, like I told Dominique when we first met, he was asking me, my first objective to start a team, just me, myself,
Yeah,
and he's doing a beautiful job,
yeah.
is a catcher.
Okay.
Because a catcher, if you got a number one catcher, he can take a lot of pressure off you. He sees everything in front of him. He runs the pitching staff pretty much. He should know all the hitters in the league.
Yeah.
So he's just like another manager on the field.
Yeah, yeah, and I've heard it like in football terms, the catcher is like the quarterback of your baseball team, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So
You
yeah,
need a
maybe
good pitching staff, but he can manipulate those guys to do well. He should know. He should know what pitchers on the mound. Look on the on deck circle and say, "Hey, okay, we don't really need to pitch to this guy because he's a better hitter than the guy coming up."
yeah. So
You know,
Dom, when you're watching this, we need to find an experienced catcher, not some
he,
rookie,
he
not some
he knows. He
17-year-old
knows that.
pimple face. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna keep things moving here. I'm gonna do a few getting to know you questions. Okay, so these
Yes.
aren't necessarily baseball, and I don't think you were briefed on these, and I actually hope that you weren't. So, what's your Dan? What would you say is your favorite TV show right now? What are you watching?
Seinfeld.
Sign.
Seinfeld,
That's too old.
but that's who? Oh, the right now, but Seinfeld, but it was not Breaking Bad. Breaking
Oh,
Bad was good, but you better call Saul.
oh, you better call Saul. Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched
they're
that
playing
one.
it now.
Which one did you like better, Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul?
Uh, probably Better Call Saul.
Yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed that one too.
Yeah, he was a character, man.
Yeah, it was a satisfying end to that show too, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but Seinfeld, that is an all-timer. I have two TV shows on DVD, like the box set of all the discs, and they are The Office and Seinfeld. I think if the internet ever crashed or we had some cyber attack, I still have those two shows because those are my number one and two. So it's
Yeah.
good to know.
The one, yeah, the one I have is called The Shield.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with that
And
one
what's the
too.
one we watched with my wife and I watched Anarchy.
Oh, Sons of
Yeah,
Anarchy.
we got that. Yeah, on DVD. And we
Yeah,
got another one too, but that's one we really liked, the Anarchy one.
that's a little heavier than Seinfeld, but
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
really watch those ones to relax.
Well,
All
she
right.
collected all those. I just watched.
Yeah. What would you say is the absolute best baseball movie of all time? I'll tell you mine, but I want you to go first.
Baseball movie of all time. I'm gonna go with Bull Durham
Okay. That's a
because
good one.
that a lot of that stuff was happening in there. I didn't experience. I saw it when
Oh,
I was
yeah.
playing in the minor leagues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, guys were doing that kind of stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. That's a
Bull
classic.
Durham was pretty close to the reality.
Yeah,
They were,
I'm partial to Major League, the first one with Charlie Sheen and the Cleveland Indians when they beat the Yankees for the pennant back in the day. You've seen that,
yeah,
haven't
but
you?
there's no owner gonna put their team on a plane like that and
Hey,
treat
the
them that
que-
bad.
the question wasn't what's the most realistic, it was which is the best. So I just go with my favorite.
Okay,
All
true, true,
right.
true.
Now you being from Arizona, this next question, I didn't think it through when I wrote it down, but have you ever had Tim Hortons before? Tim Hortons coffee? Have you ever heard of that? Uh-oh, I think we froze up.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, you're
Yeah, yeah.
back.
Tim Horton. Yeah, up in Trois Rivières. I went to
Oh
Tim
yeah,
Hortons
of
quite a
course.
bit.
Of course. So what would you probably have fond memories of what do you prefer? Tim Hortons or Starbucks? What would be your number one choice? Because we have both here.
I say Tim Horton because they have more to offer.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
that's true. They got a
I
lot of
like the
food.
soup. I like the soup and stuff they have.
There we go. All right. Well,
Yeah,
there's a Timmy's. You can't you could throw a baseball and you'll reach the next Tim Hortons. They're all so close together. So you're all set that way.
yeah. I'll have to introduce my wife to Tim Hortons.
Is she moving here with you in the summer?
No, she's just gonna come up. She's still working, but she's gonna come up. She said for a month, unless she changed her mind or something. But she'd like to see Canada.
Yeah,
She's from
no, it's
Hawaii.
oh, beautiful. Well,
Yeah,
we have beaches here, but they're not like Hawaii.
yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I don't know if you know, I don't know how familiar you are with the area, but yeah, we're about a 30-minute drive to Lake Erie. And when you get it to one of the Great Lakes, it's like being at the ocean because the Great Lakes are so big. So
Yes, yes.
yeah.
I was telling her about there's a train that we can take from Chatham to Toronto. And, that'd be nice when we have an off day or something.
Oh, absolutely. It won't be in June. Did you see? I'm sure you looked at the schedule. June is packed.
No, I haven't seen the schedule. I just saw
Oh,
those two
okay.
games, the away game and the 17th home game.
Okay. I think between the end of June and Canada Day, which is July 1st, I think there's 10 or 11 games, and most of those are at home. So
Oh, okay.
it's going to be a busy June. My last question to you, Dan, because you're a busy guy, and I'm going to let you go here. What is your favorite meal, and why is it hot dogs?
Is it hot?
No, why is it hot dogs? No, I just tease it. What would you say? What would be your number one meal? You could go anywhere or have somebody prepare it for you. What's your number one meal?
Yes. Like I was telling someone the other day, if you go to different countries and stuff, you can't go wrong getting chicken.
Yeah,
Everybody knows about chicken.
that's right. Good.
So even in South America, when I went down there, Winter Ball or Puerto Rico or you know Mexico, you say pollo, hey, they know chicken.
Yeah.
And usually chicken tastes pretty much unless they season it
Yeah,
the same everywhere.
it's a pretty safe bet.
Yeah,
Absolutely. All right,
I
Dan.
got to try some poutine when I come up
Oh
there.
yeah, you got to get some poutine in you. We got a place. I don't know if I should say their name because I'm not sure if they're a sponsor or not, but I'll say their name. A place called Craves. They have the great poutine. Dan, you're a busy guy. I'm going to let you go. It's Friday night. We both have better things we could be doing, but I've really enjoyed my time talking to you. Glad to finally catch up with you, and I'll be seeing you at the ballpark plenty.
Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah, we got a pizza we're gonna get.
Oh, where's it from?
Pizza Hut.
Okay, we have one of those here too. You
Oh,
have all
okay.
the tastes of Arizona right here in Chatham. All right, Dan, thanks very
Yeah.
much.
All right. Thank you,
Okay,
Jeff.
we'll talk
We'll
to you.
talk with you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.